Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our video today. Mount Kenya leaders, members of parliament and senators and members of the county assembly have refused to market the 2023 finance bill. They are not campaigning for it. They are not talking about it. They are just there. And even when they were called at State House, Nairobi, by William Samoei Ruto to talk about or market the 2023 finance bill, they have not done it. Ruto has reverted to calling each of them individually. He is making phone calls, and he is said to have called Madeira MP, forcing him to campaign for the 2023 finance bill, but he didn't do it. When you look at them, they are silent, they are mute, they are not saying anything about the 2023 finance bill. Unlike their counterparts in some other places, like Monica Rwanda, remember wakati alienda kwenye mazishi siku ya Jumamosi, wakati ulimurukia, when he started to tell Kenyans, the mourners, that the 2023 finance bill was something that was good for them. He found it very, very rough. When you look at Mount Kenya, only one man, let me call her a man because she's a total man, Gathoni wa Mushoba, went on the ground to listen to the crowd, and the people forced her to vote against the bill. And this is the situation in every part of the mountain. This is the situation in every part of the country. But in this video, I want us to dwell specifically on Mount Kenya, because it is believed that without the support of the Mount Kenya region, William Samoei Ruto may not finish his first term. So if you're joining this channel for the first time, take that minute, like this video, and give this video a like. So let's look at the reason why these people are behaving the way they are. Let us look at the reason why they are not talking. Let us look at the reason why hawapigii debe mswada wa William Samoei Ruto. Wamenyamaza kama maji ya mtugini. The first reason, in my view, is because of the hostile crowd. The crowd is so hostile. Things are elephants. And nobody can dare to come and convince the people of Mount Kenya anything good can come from William Samoei Ruto. Anything good can come from the 2023 finance bill. The 2023 finance bill is punitive, and nobody want to hear about it. So they don't want to come here, because if they come on the ground, they'll face the consequences. If they come on the ground, people will be very hostile. People will not listen to them. Some of them may even be chased away by the voters. And although they may not be harmed, I believe that people are not willing to listen to them. And I believe anytime Kangata wa Barua may write a letter to the president telling him, Mr. President, things are elephant. The crowd is hostile to us. Because you see, they are not talking. Kangata is not talking. No governor is talking. No member of parliament is talking, apart from that man, total man, Gathoni wa Mushoba. And kudos to Gathoni wa Mushoba for telling it as it is. The second reason why they are mute, why they are not talking, is because the 2023 finance bill is proposing to introduce tax to small businesses. The small businesses will be taxed. This has not been happening. It has never happened before. Na unapoangalia sehemu za Mlima Kenya utaona kwamba watu wengi ni wafanyikazi, ni wafanyabiashara wa biashara dogo dogo. Wachuzi, watu wa kuchoma mahindi, watu wa bodaboda, mama boga, watu nini. Hao ndio watu ambao wanaambiwa ya kwamba wataanza kulipa ushuru. Na this is scary. So you can imagine now going and tell mtu wa bodaboda tutakuwa ukilipa kodi. You can imagine now ati unaenda unaambia mama boga pale sokoni, sasa utakuwa ukilipa kodi kwa KRA. This has never happened before. So do you think the business people, the small business people, are going to take it? Do you think they are going to enjoy this kind of talk? They can't. The other reason why they have gone mute, or why they have refused to market the 2023 finance bill, is because of the promises that were made by UDA in 2022. UDA promised to lower the cost of living. UDA promised to lower the taxes. UDA told Kenyans, especially Mount Kenya, that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was a draconian leader, that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was a dictator. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was the cause of all the problems that they were having, and the hardship government. And now here comes, people are saying, ni heri Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and his friend, his elder brother, Raila Amolo Odinga. Things were a bit better. Things were better. They were not paying this kind of taxation. And kile ambacho tunaweza tukasema ni kwamba the 2022 general election was like a poisonous cherries, kwa sababu ukiangalia utapata kwamba sasa watu hawezi kuambia watu chochote. Utawaambia nini wakati ambapo unawaletea kodi? And this is not going down well, and the people of the mountain are not going to listen to any one of them. Again, the other reason is because currently, as we speak, William Samoei Ruto is becoming very, very unpopular in Mount Kenya. Indeed, if the elections were held today, many people would prefer Wajakoya to William Samoei Ruto. Indeed, people would be shocked because William Samoei Ruto can be defeated by Wajakoya in the mountain today as we speak. Nobody wants to hear about it, apart from some few leaders, apart from some few bootlickers. Majority of people have seen it. Majority of people have seen the kind of leader William Samoei Ruto is. And there is, I believe, and there's an agreement in Mount Kenya now that William Samoei Ruto was highly overrated. He was not to be somebody who can bring the changes that people were yearning for. Only to turn out to be worse than any other president that has ever ruled the country. Again, they are quiet because some of them don't want to oppose directly for fear of antagonizing or hurting William Samoei Ruto. Unajua wanamuogopa sana. Kama kuna kiongozi, kama kuna rais anaogopwa, nchi yule kiongozi ambaye amewahi kuogopwa sana na wabunge ni Jomo Kenyatta, but you know those times, those old days are very different. But William Samoei Ruto, truth be told, is feared by members of Kenya Kwanza. Leaders in Mount Kenya fear him. I don't know why they fear him so much. So they are fearing that they are going to antagonize him. And that is why they have chosen to keep quiet. Because if they oppose openly, like Gadhanu Wamshoba, who I understand was even called from the highest office, and she was told even to go through about even one man, one shilling, one vote. And a delegation was sent to her. And I believe some of them are also even fearing that they may be removed from lucrative parliamentary committees. Kwa sababu najua pale ni kama kuzawadiwa pale ili wauge mkono serikali ya William Samoei Ruto. But when you look at it, they don't want to antagonize him. And Rigathi Gachagua kwa sababu they fear they may not get the benefits. And some of them are saying it is too early to antagonize the president. Maybe they can do it maybe during his second term. Again, there is also the issue of the 2027 general elections. These leaders fear that if they market the 2023 finance bill, 2027 will be a pipe dream to them. Majority of Kenyans are in agreement that any member of parliament who is going to support this bill, even the senators who are going to campaign for this bill, any governor who is going to campaign for this bill, especially in Mount Kenya, will never see the doors of the house, that's the parliament. Amini na wabieni, yeyote ambaye atauga mkono mswada huu hatauona mlago wa bunge tena. Hivyo ndivyo ilivyo katika sehemu za Mlima Kenya, ukweli waambiwe. Kwa hivyo the voters are very keen and very much enlightened to see, just to see what the members of parliament, what the senators are going to say or do in the mountain. Again, it is an open secret that Kenya Kwanza is suffering from what I call trust deficit. Watu wengi hawaamini Kenya Kwanza. Wengi wanaona kwamba hata wakipoa pesa ni kuiba wataiba, ni kupora watapora. And now, something else that is making the people of the mountain very mad is the poisoned sugar and the COVID, whatever, not the COVID. Hii mosquito net, hizi pesa zilibwa pale. The KEMSA scandal. ni jambo lingine ambalo limewaghadhamisha sana watu wa Mlima Kenya. Ni jambo ambalo wanaona ya kwamba Kenya Kwanza cannot be trusted with money. That is the agreement that we have in the mountain. People believe that even William Samoei Ruto cannot easily be trusted with their money because of what has always happened to this country. And many people are seeing it as a pyramid scheme. And wengi wakifanya hesabu wanaona kwamba hata sio nyumba nyingi ambazo zitakuwa zimejengwa by the time he is done with the his leadership. Kwa hivyo kile tunaweza tukasema, even when you saw yesterday the workers, the unions were going on the street, this one tells you that the ground is very, very hostile. This one tells you that the finance bill may not see the end of the day, or may not see the end of the signature of the president, because if he sign it into law, then it becomes a law and it will be forced to Kenyans down the throat. And I can tell you, just as civil servants have threatened, if this finance bill will go through, Kenya will never be the same again. Ile migomo ambayo mtaona katika nchi hii, ile mivutano ambayo mtaona katika nchi hii, haijawahi kuonekana katika bara la Afrika. And I think Raila Amolo Odinga is there waiting on the wing to see how Kenya Kwanza or William Samoei Ruto is going to devour himself. This is your host, Skyman the Tallest Man in Black Africa. Kindly remember to like this video and may you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.